What's up guys, this is Darkbblue, a gamer who loves Souls-like games, looter games, and every game that involves build making. Remnant 2 is still getting its new patches, but the next game I want to play is about to release. Since I have also finished my build developing plan, I think it's time to make a conclusion video. We'll be back playing Remnant 2 when DLCs are out. So this is a kind of walkthrough video, but not the traditional type, which focuses on every detail of your progressing. Instead, I care more about the general guideline telling you the best thing to do during each stage of your play. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's dive right into it. First, I want to explain what fun you can expect from this game. On one hand, there are plenty of random events, some of which even have multiple endings and abundant secrets in Remnant 2. So it provides you with the fun of exploration, even though it doesn't have the traditional amazing map design in most Souls-like games. On the other, you can play many different builds in Remnant 2, which forms the fun of combat. As far as I understand, during the early stage of playing, you will experience more fun from exploration, and this will shift to build making in the late stage. Exploration and build make the core of Remnant 2 game experience. So if you want to have more fun, I sincerely advise you not to look at any guide during your first playthrough. It is meant to be your own unique experience, and it's not that hard, so you don't have to look for help. And for the build part, my suggestion is don't look for some best build, as it doesn't exist. Every build is good in some situations and bad in others. What you are looking for should be a bunch of builds that make you always have at least one option given an incoming fight. In this way, picking up builds is just as fun as making a build. With that being said, I hope this video can help you experience more fun in Remnant 2. At the very start, you are in your first playthrough. Without any DLC, your progression should be first a world randomly chosen from Yesha, the Root, and Loathsome, then the Labyrinth. After that, you will unlock the rest 2 worlds among Yesha, the Root, and Loathsome, and finally, after completing all the worlds, you will be able to enter Root Earth and finish campaign. While Labyrinth and Root Earth are fixed, the other 3 worlds are randomly generated. And the first time you complete a world, this world will be unlocked for Adventure mode. Adventure mode is very helpful as it allows you to reroll one world without messing your campaign progression. So my personal advice is to play one adventure run for each world after unlocking it. So this gives you more loots, and it's likely that you won't encounter repeated events within only 2 rounds. During the first playthrough, you will get more fun if not looking at any guide. And don't worry about missing loots, as you can always roll a world to hunt for them. Also, you will get the best experience if starting at Survivor difficulty. Difficulties in Remnant 2 are more like New Game Plus in other Souls-like games. They are meant to be played from low to high gradually, during which you will accumulate better gears and more experience. Another question you may want to ask is, what build is the best for early game? I have checked out all the prevalent builds at the moment and seems that none of them suits early game. This is because every build relies on some gears that are randomly found, which cannot be guaranteed in your play. In the meantime, well, I don't think Survivor difficulty really requires you to use a dedicated. So I tend to use 2 archetypes that give damage bonus to all damage, and play a hybrid build that use both range attacks and mobs. And this is not very viable in Apoc, but works well in Survivor. So for archetypes, you start with Medic, which gives you strong long-term sustainability, then unlock Alchemist in Loathsome. Its second skill can give you some DPS bonus. As for weapons, you can use AR-47 assault rifle or the hunt rifle Wrangler. Both can be bought from Brabus, and Enigma is still a good sidearm option despite that it has been nerfed many times. But if you come across any weapon that looks interesting and attracts you, feel free to try them out. After some time, you will defeat the final boss, but this is just one step. Now it's time to hunt for more gear so that you can make builds. Looking for a specific gear in a game involving random wall generation can be hard, but there is also some technique that can help. Please check out my video about wall generation. It'll show you how to employ the generation mechanics to get gears more efficiently. Another question is, at what difficulty should this gear hunting be going? In fact, difficulty doesn't affect what gear you can get, so any difficulty can work. Another problem is that you'll need a lot of resources to upgrade gears. Some resources like scrap, iron, and archetype experience is demanded a lot, but there is no specific means to farm them. The best way is to simply do adventure runs. However, the amount you can get is related to difficulty, so I advise you to play at difficulty no lower than veteran. And to get more experience, you can use Scholar Trait, Sage Stone Ring, and the experience potion sold by Martus. Other resources like crystals, corrupted crystals, and simulacrum can be farmed by some special and efficient means. You can search for guides about this. And finally, relic fragments are rather special. You need to first farm relic dust by doing adventure runs, then roll an Apoc adventure and buy fragments directly from Dwell. This is the best way to collect high quality fragments. This procedure of collecting gears and farming resources will last for some time. When you feel ready, it's time to go for a higher difficulty. Among all the 4 difficulties in Remnant 2, Survivor is designed for your first playthrough. After that, it'll be too easy for you, and Veteran turns to be the baseline difficulty. Veteran is easy enough that any incomplete build is viable, so it's a common choice to farm experience at Veteran. Nightmare usually requires a complete build, and this means you need to level up both archetypes to 10 and no longer use Scholar Trait, Sage Stone, and Experience Potion. Also, there are some consumables called Concoction that can be bought from Martus. They can help you a lot in Nightmare. With such preparation, most builds are viable in Nightmare. And some strong builds, such as mod builds, are even viable for Nightmare even when you are still farming XP. In such cases, it's a good idea to do Nightmare runs instead of Veteran, so that you can get more experience reward. Apoc is very challenging even with a complete build. Typically, you need to make 2 adjustments. First, pay more attention to your survivability. It's recommended to use 2 survival rings and many survival traits unless you are doing the total glass cannon build and ensure that this build deals high DPS. In the current patch, the best survival approach is stacking max HP. And second, you need to choose builds wisely. Only suitable builds can beat Apoc, which is different from that almost all builds can do Nightmare. And by suitable builds, I don't mean some builds that can suit every situation, but different builds corresponding to different maps and bosses. Then, a simple summary: Survivor is for the first playthrough. Veteran is where you farm EXP and gather gears to make builds. Nightmare is a playground for most builds as long as they are completed. And Apoc is a true challenge where you have to be strategic and many builds may no longer be viable. There are also some difficulty rewards that may encourage you to challenge yourself. To get them, you need to re-roll a new campaign and finish it at a higher difficulty, capped at Apoc. Also, there are some special rewards for completing campaign with a hardcore character. So that's the general walkthrough from beginner to Apoc. Hope we can answer some of your questions and give you clearer targets. If you like my story and if you want to join me into depth of games, just like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you around.